Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another beer review. And I'm looking at this beer now, thinking to myself, in about 2 weeks' time, it's 2 weeks' time, but where are we on? Saturday the 14th at the moment. Yeah, 2 weeks' time, this channel, me, is 10 years old on YouTube. Can you believe it? 10 years old and approaching 3,000 beers. And I'm looking at this beer thinking and I've just looked actually of my past reviews when I first started that I was doing this brewery and these beers back then. And I'll pick this up today from Booths in Penrith because I've never done it. Never done it. I don't know if it's a relatively new release from them. So we're off to Morland or Green King or whatever. We got a hen. And I looked at my hens. I've done a load of hens on this channel. I think there's another hen I haven't done yet. I think old session hen or something. Anyway, I've done mold hen. I've done hoppy hen. I've done golden hen. I've done um, crafty hen. I've done old speckled hen. A load of hens on the channel. And I'll be honest, we do look at Green King as purveyors of shite. I'll be honest, some of their beers are pretty shite and stuff, Morland or whatever you want to call them this week. But I've got a soft spot and for the old speckled hen. I shouldn't really, but I do. It's because it's part of the DNA of me drinking beer. It's like your first pair of trainers before you started running or your first, football. It's one of them things. I'll just get on with the review, shall I? We have got an English stout, and it is Old Midnight Hen, 4.2% ABV. There you go. Clear bottle, I think. I'll tell you when I pour it. I think it's a clear bottle. I'll read you the back anyway. Let's get on with it. Rich and complex with plenty of body, this says. This classic stout's packed full of flavour with a hints of chocolate and coffee, the hops being a touch of bitterness, while the oats give this stout a silky smooth finish. It sounds lovely. It's funny when I review stouts, especially, like pudding stouts and stuff, the way the wording kind of like describes the beer, puts it on a pedestal of a thick, rich, indulgent beer, and usually isn't the case unless you pick something up about 12%. So this is 4.2%. So let's just crack it open like you do and give it a go. Morland Crown. I haven't looked at one of them for, I can't remember. Let's get a whiff. There's a slight hint of smokiness there. Yeah, I do pick up the chocolate. It smells like a traditional stout, and that isn't a bad thing, to be honest. Yeah, slight hint of smoky chocolate, coffee. It smells very traditional. I do apologise for that, but like I say, it's a long way down the stairs if you've got about 3 cats and they're gonna go for your feet. So let's pour it out and see what it's about. I'm quietly optimistic about this beer, to be honest, and it is a clear bottle. But I'm not a fan of clear bottles. I'll be honest. Who is? But there you go. There's a clear bottle. The beer is pouring good. The head looks good. This could be a good traditional stout. It could be a good budget stout because this wasn't much. This was I think this was less than £2. So if it tastes decent, you'll put a lot of this crap you get in Aldi to shame, I tell you. So it's in. There you go. Old Midnight Hen. There you go. I'll put it up to the light to see if it's jet black. I don't think it will be. No, it's not jet black. You can see a shadow through it. You got a nice off-white head though, and it looks okay. I'll be honest, it looks okay. Let's get a whiff. Yeah, you know, it's no frills. It's got the stouty notes. It's got the chocolate. It's got the coffee. A slight hint of smokeness. It's there. So it doesn't smell that bad at all. So boys and girls, I'm gonna go in. Cheers. Going again. I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest. I'm going again. And my honest appraisal is you could do a bloody lot worse than this. Um, you can do. You know, beers like this, I suppose it's a generational thing. Young people want flashy cans, or they go for the big imperials you get in your bottle shops, which is all well and good. If you're on a budget and you haven't got much money and you want a stout, I'll tell you what, I'll have no shame in buying this and drinking it and enjoying it. I don't think um, it's bad at all. I don't. It's got, you know, it's got all the stouty notes. It's no bells or whistles. It's just giving you a good, decent stout. Now I'm doing a video at the moment, or trying to do a video with this Northern Monk Rising. Okay, which is a draft unity stout nitro pour thing. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go into the debate about nitro pour stouts or whatever. This isn't obviously not a nitro pour stout, but it's got bags of flavour. And for me, that's $6.50 for four. This was under a couple of quid. I'd be more inclined to choose this over that. But getting back to this, what do we get? Is it go in, hint of chocolate, hint of coffee, body of the beer, slightly light, but it's got the flavours running through it. The coffee and the chocolate are working very, very well. There's a slight of bitterness towards the back end. The mouthfeel, you could say that's the letdown. I mean, the carbonation isn't too abrasive, but it's not really, it's not flat. It's just in between. It's a nondescript type of carbonation to this beer. But overall, I'll tell you what, there's no shame in buying a beer like this. And I'll tell you what, if it delivers on the taste, delivers on the price, the brewery might not be your cup of tea. I tell you, it does. It does it. It does it. It does. So does it get the thumbs up from me? It does, because at the end of the day, beer should be judged on the liquid and nothing else flashy. Yeah, clear bottle. I'm not a fan of clear bottles. Does it put me off from buying the beer? No. Green King, Morland. I'm not a fan at all of them. Does it put me off from buying this beer? No. Does this beer taste for what its style it is? Yes, it does. Is it cheap? Relatively cheap. So thumbs up for me. There you go, boys and girls. Old Midnight Hen. Give it a go. Tell me what you think. Yeah, you can only be honest with it, can't you? See you on my next one. Look after yourselves. Bib bib.